Hey guys, so today I wanted to talk about some more information about the bow region. Specifically, I'm going to be talking about speed, and I'm going to be talking about distance traveled in the new region. So here we go. So the first thing that you need to know is that you need to get the right speed in order to get the least distance duration on your voyages, because especially in this region, the voyages are so long that they can take up to, well, as you can see, 14 hours, sorry, and reducing it by 25% can pretty much give you 3.5 hours time saved. So it's highly suggested that you take speed more seriously in this region than you did in the last region. So yeah, so here we go. So the first thing that you need is to have between 1700 and 2300 speed in order to get any boost at all. Now you want to get 2300 speed in order to get the maximum duration decrease of 25%. Now this would decrease your time by 2.5 hours for standard voyages, so it's highly suggested that you try and get 2300 speed on all standard voyages in the Jade region. Now special voyages, they take generally they take 50% longer, so basically if you're saving 25%, you'll be saving 3.5 hours of time just simply by getting 25% speed thingy. So yeah, so you need between 2050 to 2750 to get any speed duration decrease at all. So it's highly suggested that you try to get up to 2750 speed in order to get the maximum duration decrease. So that's the first thing I'll talk about today. I won't talk much more about speed because I already did another speed. I did like a speed guide already. So if you just look on my channel, just look on the videos and do a search for speed, and you'll find it. So I highly suggest that you watch that video as well. So anyway, now I'll talk about the distance. So for standard voyages are generally the least distance that you'll get. Special voyages generally give you double what standard voyages do, and scroll missions, they actually give you pretty much 3 times this standard voyage distance. So yeah, so the distance traveled for standard voyages is between 1920 to 2880. So these numbers might not be exact since these are just simply not that many people in the bowl region, and to collect the data might take a bit longer to get the most accurate reading. So these numbers might change a little bit, but I suspect it will only be by a few percent, maybe 5%, you know. But anyway, so those are that's the distance that you'll get from doing standard voyages in the Jade region. Now I will say that people might look at the Cherrywood missions as being between 1400 and 2400, which might look more interesting than doing the Jade region voyages. However, I found out some very interesting information about this, and I found out that once you unlock a new region, if you go back to the previous regions, the voyage, the distance of those voyages actually gets cut in half. So say for example, I am in the Jade region right now, and I wanted to go back to do Cherrywood. Instead of getting 2000 distance travelled, it would actually get cut in half. So I'd only get 1000 distance travelled, simply because I'm in the new region. So this is kind of to encourage you to do all the voyages in the new region instead of going backwards. So yeah, so it's highly suggested that you stay in the Jade region and you do all the Jade voyages whenever possible, because this will definitely get you the most distance travelled. Okay, so now for special I didn't say the distance for special voyages, scroll voyages. The distance for special voyages is 4800, and for scrolls it's 7200 distance. So as you can see, I'd highly suggest that you do scroll voyages instead of things like trade goods or jade missions, because it will pretty much give you an extra standard voyage distance just simply by choosing the scroll mission. But I guess it is kind of your choice, so you don't have to do that. But if you want to get the most distance, highly suggest you do the scroll missions. Now that's pretty much it. Also, I would suggest that you don't do any story missions until you've finished the pincer region. This is because story missions don't give you any distance. So if you're going for the maximum distance traveled, highly suggest that you don't do story missions until you've pretty much finished, which is unfortunate, because I would think that story missions should have distance, but they just simply don't. So yeah. Anyway guys, that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, just leave a comment down below, and yeah, so thank you for watching and goodbye.